I'm Jessica, and this is my freedom story. When we first got married, we spent about 2 months together in our new home in Tampa, and his addiction brought him to an all-time low place. And there was an accident that ended up taking him away. My biggest fears of being alone and abandoned were coming true at that point for me. And while he was over here being taken care of, I was alone. So when I got to come out to this side of Florida and be with my husband again, those were the hardest times ever. I didn't think we were gonna make it. We were discussing divorce like after a year of marriage, and we were both so broken and damaged, and I was continuing to go to him for support, and I needed him to tell me that I was loved and that I was okay.
I'm Hunter, and this is my freedom story. Struggling with addiction struggling with drugs and alcohol have consumed my life and have pretty much enslaved me. I landed in a Christian rehab facility over here in Delray. After long bouts with going to jail, multiple DUIs, and just the bondage that I was enslaved in, I'd had enough. For real this time, like enough was enough. I was tired, I was worn out. I couldn't stand on my own 2 feet, I couldn't hold a job. God met me in that space. He revealed himself to me through other people. He pretty much turned my heart inside out and said, you do have a servant's heart. You're not as selfish as you think you are. You have a lot more to give than you think. I just kept showing up. I kept showing up, I kept coming, I kept listening to people, I kept letting people love me until I could learn to love myself. And God showed up. God showed up, He changed me. My marriage started getting better. The Avenue introduced me to all these resources that these people, these groups, and they're designed to point your life towards God. I'm not scared to let people in to love me. I'm not scared to be vulnerable to my wife, to let her know all parts of me, not just the good parts. To the person that's at the end of their ropes, who's ready to give up, I would tell them to hold on just a little bit longer, because Jesus is right around the corner and He'll meet you exactly where you are. You don't have to get dressed up, you don't have to change anything about you. He'll meet you exactly with where you're at. Hold on and wait for Him.
I will never forget when Jesus spoke to me so clearly. He said, I am enough. That was a turning point for me. I've seen it just in 4 years. How could you bring us from a place where we were to where we are now? Financially stable, friends that love and care about us, a marriage where we know who we are in Christ, and that we're able to pursue each other in a beautiful way. It didn't matter how I was performing, what I'd done in the past, who I was completely accepted. And He pursued me recklessly. I love that word because it seems reckless to love someone that's gonna continue to sin or mess up, and He doesn't care. There's no